Yes, so now we are discussing about countries. In that, today we are discussing about the country Qatar. 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 Qatar is a peninsular Arab country whose terrain comprises arid desert and a long Persian Gulf shoreline of beaches and dunes. Also on the coast is the capital Doha, known for its futuristic skyscrapers and other ultra modern architecture inspired by ancient Islamic design, such as the limestone Museum of Islamic Art. The museum sites on the city's Corniche waterfront promenade, and the capital city of Qatar is Doha, and dialing code is +974. That means those who are interested to talk with their friends and relatives in Qatar, they should start their serial number +974, and then the serial number of the mobile number, then it will go automatically. Area is 11,571 square kilometers. Currency is Qatari Riyal, and the population is 29 lakhs approximate, that is. And why is Qatar famous for? Next point is, why is Qatar famous for? Qatar has one of the world's largest reserves of petroleum and natural gas, and employs large numbers of foreign workers in its production process. Because of its oil wealth, the country's residents enjoy a high standard of living and a well-established system of social services. And next point is, what country owns Qatar? Destination Qatar. Officially, the state of Qatar, an independent emirate in the Gulf region. The country is situated in a peninsula that ends from the Arabian Peninsula approximately 160 kilometers north into the Persian Gulf. It is bordered by Saudi Arabia. And the next point is, what religion is in Qatar? The constitution states Islam is the state religion, and Sharia shall be a main source of legislation. And the next point is, thus Qatar pay its citizen high pay for locals. Qatar citizens are amongst the highest paid in the world. Next point is, why is Qatar so rich? Discovered of oil and natural gas, there is no doubt that Qatar won't be as rich as it is today without oil and natural gas. Demand for oil and natural gas. Demand for oil and natural gas has increased over several decades. It has defined Qatar to become the richest economy in the Middle East. The first oil fields were discovered in the 1940s. Our next point is, why is Qatar the richest country in the world? Still, the country's oil, gas, and petrochemical reserves are so large, and its population so small, just 2.8 million, that this marvel of ultra-modern architecture, luxury shopping malls, and fine cuisine has managed to top the list of the world's richest nations for 20 years, said the Global Finance. What are the 5 interesting facts about Qatar? Facts about Qatar. The name Qatar dates back at 250 AD. From pearl diving to oil, Qatar is one of the richest countries in the world. Qatar's flag has an interesting origin story. Qatar's ruling family has been in power since 1868. Qatar's first school was opened in 1949 and its first hospital in 1947. This is the information regarding Qatar. Interesting facts of Qatar. And next point is what is the climate in Qatar? Qatar has a desert climate. The country experiences long summers from May to September characterized by intense dry heat with the temperatures rising above 45 degrees. Winter temperature are mild but may fall below 5 degrees C. And next point is what are the working days in Qatar? The working week in Qatar is generally from Sunday to Thursday, with Friday and Saturday being off. However, most businesses are open on Friday with just half a day on Thursday. Offices usually work in two shifts from 7:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. and from 3:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. And the next point is why is Qatar so hot? Qatar is especially vulnerable to extreme heat because the country is peninsula, a piece of land which sticks out into water on the Persian Gulf. In the Gulf, the average surface temperatures of water are around 90.3 degrees Fahrenheit. That means 32.4 degrees C. And who is richer, Saudi or Qatar? Qatar has been named the fourth richest country globally. Also, it is the first ever Arab nation to be among the top 4 wealthiest nations. The latest report from Global Finance ranks other Arab countries like the UAE, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and Oman positioned after Qatar. Next point is which month is oldest in Qatar? Which month is coldest in Qatar? Apparent temperatures between 0 and 13 degrees Celsius was felt around Qatar early in the morning on January 22nd, 2022, with the lowest apparent temperature of 2.4 degrees Celsius felt in Abu Smara. And next point is where does Qatar gets its water? Desalination remains in the primary source of Qatar's water. Desalination and reverse osmosis methods represent the primary desalination technology applied in Qatar. Currently, the older thermal desalination method dominates, make up 75% of the market. And next point is how hot is Qatar in summer? The hot season lasts for 4.4 months from May 12th to September 12th, with an average daily high temperature above 99 degrees F. The hottest month of the year in Qatar is July, with an average high of 106 degrees F and low of 88 degrees F. Next point is electricity free in Qatar? Qatar hardly imposes taxes. The only tax being levied is the import tax. Levied is the import tax, but that is also quite reasonable. The citizens here get free electricity, water, and phone lines. Next point is how many days does it rain in Qatar? 8.8 days. In Doha, Qatar, during the entire year, the rain falls for 8.8 days and collects up to 75.2 mm of precipitation. This is the information regarding Qatar. Regarding visa and passport are common just like all countries. We should also apply and get the visa and passport also. The same thing. Wishing you all the best. why I did this video is those who are interested to go to Qatar for educational purpose or business purpose or traveling purpose, they should know the basic fundamentals. For that only I did this video. Wishing you all the best.